Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of Sports Church. I am your host, John Kermany, aka Friar Mini. Sorry for the little window. I'll fix it in a second. I am your host, John Kermany, aka Friar Mini. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. 2311 was my MOS. Yo-Yace, I guess it still is my MOS. I'm a card carrier member of the E4 Mafia, allegedly, and a diehard and lifelong Cubs fan. Fortunately / unfortunately, a Pulitzer Prize winning author once said, being a Cubs fan is an awful lot like life. That's why we have Wrigley Field and cemeteries. So without further ado, though, we're going to bring on the crew. Pookless, no Brother Bishop Pook Dog this week. He is in transit, visiting his wonderful sons. So I hope he has a good time. And of course, he has my blessing with that. Go see his boys. But I'll bring on the first one. He's got a unique way of signing on to the show. He's been a long time part of the bar as well as Sports Church. We had a great time last night. I'm still pretty much recovering from that fun last night. He's a United States Marine Corps veteran from the great state of Wisconsin, which is where I hail from, the one and only, the pterodactyl. What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just enjoying my Sunday. Get ready for work tomorrow. Oh, now we got a full screen view.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I don't know what they keep adding stuff to StreamYard, and I just don't sign on until 10 minutes before I have to do the show, and I'm like, what's going on? So yeah, I'll figure it out. But anyways,
this is like, oh, we got to jump in here now.
Yeah. No worries, man.
What did they do? hockey season's over, so yeah. Other than free agency, not a whole lot there. We're kind of in the dead zone of sports right now, before.
What are you talking about? We got baseball going on?
Baseball. And yeah, baseball and baseball.
The WNBA. We got the WNBA.
Oh, yeah, WNBA. Yeah.
My new girl, what's her name? Shit, I got to look it up now. Oh,
Caitlin Clark
teammate.
The
hottie.
Cunningham.
Oh yeah,
the enforcer they brought in.
She's got me watching chick basketball, dude. I love her. She's gorgeous. One of my buddies like, she's at 6 foot. Like, no, I don't think she is. But where is it? All right, I'll just look her up. I literally typed in Caitlin chick teammate in the fucking Google search. Sophie Cunningham. Damn. There we go. Let's see.
Yeah.
Images.
All I really know about that is like some of the sports hosts will talk about the different outfits they wear coming into the games and stuff.
Yeah. Dude,
I watched a lot of the actual.
She's 6'1", bro. 6'1". I'm 5'11", so she puts 3-inch heels on. She's 6'4". So yeah, she puts on 3-inch heels. She's fucking what? 5 inches taller than us. Just brings it back to the glory days of junior high. When we go to the junior high dances, and now we're so short, the girls were tall, and your face was right in their boobs. It was great. It was awesome. Yeah, I'd be totally all right with that. She's gorgeous, man. She can play ball. Are you serious? Love her. She's in competition to unseat Doug Rose as my athletic wife. Yeah. I don't know. We got a lot to talk about. I mean, we got to keep. I want you to bring me up on some hockey, definitely, and anything else you got going on. Like I do to Poop in the future. But before we do that, we got to bring on Reverend Pops. We call him Pops because he's my Pops. He's been in the auto racing business for 50 years. Been on as far back as being on Dan Gurney's pit crew. Being caught on air with my cousin Jerry yelling, Uncle Bill, while he's trying to interview a race winner. He just knows the sport in and out, and I love it. And hopefully I'll remember if he tells me where F1 is going to go this next week, we'll do a virtual lap with F1. I used to love doing that. That was so much fun. Without further ado, Reverend Pops.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm just happy to be here because.
Oh, shit.
But anyway, we got her going. Had a unique race winner. Somebody you won't recognize, John. You've only been following him for 46 years. Anyway, Scott Pellou did not win today's race at Mid-Ohio.
What?
He had a major off-track incident on I think the 26. Anyway, 6 laps to go. He misses turn 9 and ends up running through the grass as the eventual race winner goes passing by him. Now, the unique part of this is that the race winner is 46 years old. He comes from Brisbane, New Zealand. Comes from New Zealand, and he's another member of the Ganassi team, which means they've won 7 races this year out of 10 races run. So I don't think anybody has had that kind of luck in not even AJ Foyt, I don't think, won 7 races in a season. I know Penske team has won 7 races in a season, but not let's put it this way. Anybody but Penske doesn't win. It was an impressive victory by Scott Dixon.
All right.
46-year-old. Normally they retire in their low 40s, and Scott is a 6-time champion, and it required a bobble by his teammate to slide off on turn 9, and Scott was able to get around him as he was trying to recover his car.
That dude's nasty. I would love, like, hey, Scotty, can you come to Full Throttle with me, that go-kart track, and just help me? Not that I haven't won at Full Throttle. I've won almost every single time. But the last time I won, I got 2 ribs broken for it. So, because the gentleman who I beat, a very large guy I used to bartend with, was not happy how I passed him on the last turn, and literally slammed me through the finish line into the wall, and my elbow broke 2 of my ribs. I didn't know they were broke. This is 2 days before. This is the day before my wedding, 2 days before my honeymoon. So that made things fun. As you can expect, honeymoon. You know,
yeah. Thanks. Thanks, jackass, for
made things
smash me up, right?
But you know, a couple very, very, very strong margaritas and some fish and foil, and I was like, oh, yeah, I remember I went to get a massage, and they're like, "Yeah, no, can't do it." She's like, "Have you had an injury lately?" I'm like, "Yeah," and she's like, "And your ribs?" Yeah. She's like, "Yeah, we can't really. We can do your feet." I'm like, "Fucking okay, great. You can't touch my shoulders, neck, or anything because I have 2 broken ribs. Like, let's move on." Anyways, just wanted to show my new girl. She's competing for Thug Rose. Look at this. Woo!
Oh my goodness gracious!
That's a basketball player, y'all.
Yeah, who is that?
Sophie Cunningham, the new enforcer of Indiana Fever.
Oh yeah, the new enforcer for
Caitlin Clark. Yeah,
there you go, Caitlin. They had to do something because they were beating the shit out of her.
6'1". Woo! Gorgeous. Oh, she's gorgeous. All right.
Check to see if she can dunk yet.
Fuck, I don't care.
Yeah, but no one has. There's got to be somebody that can dunk.
I don't give a shit. I just want to watch her. See if she, body slams somebody. If I was Caitlin Clark, I'd be going to an MMA gym, and just one time, I bet you if she does it one time, somebody gives her a flagrant fall, and she just turns around and just
puts an arm bar on him.
And just puts them on the ground and gets up, hits the next person that comes to help their teammate, hits the next, and it's over. She gets suspended for like 6 months, which is the entire season. But it's prison rules. She's got to go prison rules at this point. She has to knock somebody out or throw somebody to the ground so people stop fucking with her. Because she takes it, and she's like, every time I see it, she's like, it's like, no, fucking throw an elbow in there, bust somebody's lip, knock somebody out. They'll stop doing it. They do it because they think they can get away with it.
Yeah.
And so
you would think the league would kind of
favoritism that there's an awful lot of non-calls.
Oh yeah, man. She gets her shit kicked out of her. It's insane.
Yeah, she's been injured a few times this year, and you would think the league would want to protect her a little bit more because once she's not on the court, those games don't sell out no more.
Nobody's
watching it. Yeah, there's a big drop off between having the star out there and then it just goes back to pre levels. It's like you got the best thing going for you right now, but nobody,
and you're not protecting it.
Yeah, jealousy. Yeah, jealousy gets in the way, I guess, for a lot of the players in that league.
Do you remember that thing I played? Dad, I'll play this because if I can find it, I played it last night on Sports Church or on the bar. Excuse me. Yeah, it was the reason that the league doesn't like Caitlin Clark. Do you want to see it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is a very cool comedian named Gary Owen. He's a United States naval veteran. I've seen him. I can't wait to see him again in person. I keep looking for him to come to Cincinnati. If he does, we're going. I'll have to turn over the couches or whatever, but to find the money. But We're gonna go see this guy.
It's kind of lit right now. You got, Caitlin Clark's from here. Best WNBA player out there. I know she
If
gets
it comes up.
good pussy. They act like it's because she's a white girl. Bitter ass lesbians out there. Fuck her, dick loving bitch. How dare she come in our league and not fucking eat one pussy? Who do you think you are? Hi, I'm taking. I like playing with balls on and off the court. This girl should try it. Percentage to go up.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh, I love it. I love it. Good on him.
there actually probably is a bit of truth in that too.
Oh yeah. I can't
That's why
remember.
they don't like her.
There's another comic. He talks about that. Like he's like, it's changed now. Caitlin Clark. Like before, he's like, I got a gambling problem. I gamble on WNBA games, and I'm there hanging out with my buddy and like 15 lesbians, and like it's just. But now it's changed. Now there's people there to watch the game, and it's like, okay, I've watched them. I've watched them with Caitlin Clark, especially because I want to see Sophie Cunningham. But watch out, Thug Rose. She's coming hard in the paint for you, literally. But it is not like, and I'm not a big NBA fan anymore. I used to be, of course. I grew up in the Bird and the Magic, Kareem, Charles Barkley era. So Jordan, like, it's just not the same to me anymore, I guess. But it's not the same game. It's not as good, but I don't know. I'm starting to try to get into it just to, like, give some lift to the ladies, if you will. All right. T, why don't you go first? Recap the end of the NHL season for us. I mean, I know Stanley got through some abuse. He always does. It wasn't,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think it took like 3 or 4 hours for the touring.
The cup, the Florida Panthers.
Yeah. So
Got dented, got cracked. Yeah,
tell me about the
Florida
final series.
Panthers
Tell me
won
all of that.
Florida Panthers won the cup again. They won it in 6 over Edmonton. Last year it was Florida over Edmonton in 7. So he had a rematch. Took them one less game to get it done this year.
See, Chris, we're better at shooting hockey too. I love you, Chris. I love you.
Yeah, and the Florida Panthers are gonna be they're gonna be a force for the next several years because they got a good portion of that lineup of theirs signed through 2030. I should see if I can pull up that graphic. I should have kept that graphic. Panthers players under contract because I think it's like half the team they got under contract through 2030.
Damn, really?
Yeah, so they're gonna be they're gonna be a force for the next several years. It was a meeting.
Yeah, I would guess so. If they got their core locked up that long, well, that's what a lot of people said about the Atlanta Braves in baseball, not to jump.
So the Panthers have Alexander Barkov, Matthew Tkachuk, Sam Reinhart, Sam Bennett, Carter Verhaeghe, Anton Lundell, Seth Jones, Gustav Forsling, Aaron Ekblad, and Brad Marchand. The core of their team signed through 2030.
See, and that's such a big difference in hockey. And like hockey and football, where it is like literally a team sport, because baseball is individuals versus individual masquerading team sport, which is hockey and football.
Hockey.
Basketball. If you have your core together, they're always playing together. They travel together. It's a lot more effective.
Yeah, depth is very important. It's just as important to have a good third line as it is to have a good first line in hockey. You can't. There's so many shifts going on during a game too. So you gotta even though you got third liners, they got to be able to keep up with the first liners as well, because you get
Right.
caught on a bad shift. You got your third line out there trying to keep up with the other team's first line. So, yeah, depth is very important in hockey. But yeah, Florida is going to be a force to be reckoned with for a number of years coming forward here. Yeah, and once again now, Connor McDavid still doesn't have that cup. He was pretty hyped up coming into the league. He's still, I mean, he is a very talented player, but
Yeah.
you got that star power of McDavid and Draisaitl, but it just hasn't been able to get the job done yet.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, Panthers' fourth line as a whole are making like $1.5 million.
Wow.
Yeah, fourth line doesn't. Yeah, usually it's the top three lines. I get to see quite a bit of ice time. The fourth line, they get in there, but not nearly as much. There's a big drop off between the third and the fourth line for playing time. But yeah. One name I didn't see on there though, out of their guys that are signed through 2030 is Bobrovsky, which he's just been a beast the last couple seasons in the postseason. But he is getting older, so who knows how much longer. At least fourth line, each player is making over 1.5 million. Yeah, but yeah, the Leafs are cursed.
Yeah.
The Leafs are cursed. Why?
Toronto hasn't won hasn't won anything since Joe Carter, and they probably won't. Sorry, Chris. I love you.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna
Well, Chris
we're gonna
is
talk about
Chris
the
is
Blue Jays.
Chris is a Montreal Canadiens fan, so
Oh, is he?
I
okay.
I think he's fine with the Leafs being cursed.
That's hilarious. Fucking
Yeah,
Canadians.
other than maybe if they got he hates the Leafs. The Habs and the Leafs, they hate each other, so I think he's fine with the Leafs overpaying their players. And
Toronto is Chicago if you order it from Temu. Just saying. All right, keep going, man. What else you got?
AHL wise, you had the Abbotsford Canucks team win the AHL playoffs. So after my Admirals got taken out by the Stars, the Abbotsford team took them out, and so we finally got a different finals there. The last 2 years it had been Coachella Valley versus Hershey in the finals, so finally got a little bit of variety in there. That, teams go on runs like that. Honestly, I kind of stopped paying attention to the AHL playoffs after the I seen the that Abbotsford had won, but I didn't really watch any of that, so I couldn't really tell you a whole lot about the series. Other than congratulations, I guess.
There you go.
Yeah, it's kind of AHL is weird too, because being an Admirals fan, I mean, I've been cheering for the Nashville Predators for a long time now, because they're one of the few franchises that actually stay on the team's ownership or contract, however you want to call it. Because this Abbotsford team, I believe they were the Flames minor league team not too long ago. They these franchises switch contracts all the time, and then they get moved from city to city. 2 years ago, the San Antonio Rampage got bought out by the Vegas Golden Knights, and they moved them to Henderson and became the Silver Knights, I think they're called in the AHL. Chicago Wolves have changed who they were the minor league team for a number of times over the last few years. They were with the Blues, and they were Knights and a few other programs. So yeah, it's the AHL. It's kind of hard to keep track of it unless you have a long-term contract. Milwaukee re-upped theirs last year with the Predators.
Nice.
Yeah, you'd think the Chicago Wolves would be the Blackhawks team, but the Blackhawks have been using the Rockford Ice Hogs for a number of years. And then you got teams like Texas that are actually owned by the NHL franchise, like Texas Stars, because they're owned by the Dallas Stars. Like I said, with Henderson, they're the Silver Knights now. They're actually owned by Vegas, so they're not going to be leaving anytime soon. But you do get a lot of teams that move around quite a bit in that league.
Yeah.
So, but
Right
yeah,
on.
other than that, we're in the free agency period. The biggest signing has been Mitch Marner. Went from the Toronto Maple Leafs, and now he signed with the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas has, been close a few times now since they've been chasing Edmonton the last couple of years, but they're still a threat in the Western Conference. Some other signings, I saw Brett Burns, longtime defenseman. He used to play for the Sharks. It's kind of known. He's got that big beard. He was playing recently with Carolina Hurricanes. Now he just signed with the Colorado Avalanche. Mikhail Granlund went to the Anaheim Ducks. Trying to look what other ones I've missed that are kind of notable. I'm sure Chris probably is on top of that a little bit more than I've been, because I haven't been keeping up as well as I should have. But yeah, you got free agency, draft just happened. So now it's just the off season, getting ready for the next season. And yeah, hockey wise, that's about all I got.
No worries. Thank you. Excellent job, Pops. Do you want me to go or do you want to go?
Go ahead. I'm trying to catch up on what F1 did. So go ahead and do your baseball.
All right. Well, a lot has been going on. We'll go over the standings, if you will, and talk a little bit about this, because Chris is going to be very happy. Guess why? Even though, yes, I'm wearing the Jays are in first place and have a 3-game lead over the New York Yankees, and the Tampa Bay Rays are both tied. They're crushing it. I don't know why I don't have my regular thing pulled up. Might have to figure that out. But yeah, I need to get my regular thing up there. I'm gonna try to do that so I can get my run differentials and whatnot. That's important. But yeah, surprisingly, I mean, after signing their boy Vladimir Guerrero Jr. To a pretty massive fucking contract, to be honest, they are rolling. Oh, there we go. Now I got it. But yeah, I mean, the Jays are hot, man, and good for you, Chris. They're 9-1 in the last 10. Here's how you close ground and pass somebody in a division. You go 9-1, the guy in front of you goes 3-7. That helps a lot. Yankees have been kind of shit lately. Toronto Blue Jays finally have a positive run differential at +12. Yankees are still up there at +93. Tampa Bay Devil Rays at +67 run differential. Again, Yankees and Rays are tied for second, 3.5 games back from the Toronto Blue Jays. The Red Sox, unfortunately, I know. I wear this, if you don't know, I wear this Yankee hat ironically. I love my Red Sox, and they are 7 games back. The Orioles, who a lot of people had high hopes for in the offseason to go out and get some arms, do some moves, didn't do shit. And guess what? They're paying for it. 11.5 games back. The gem of the AL, in my opinion, is the Detroit Tigers behind my guy, Tarek Skubal, who is my number 1 pitcher on my fantasy baseball team, which, T, you didn't get in on this year, did you?
No, I didn't. I don't think I've ever played fantasy baseball.
Oh,
I played fantasy football. I've never played fantasy baseball before.
Next year, you're going to have to. Behind Tarek Skubal and Riley Green, Detroit Tigers got a 12.5 game lead over the second place Minnesota Twins, who aren't even 500. Minnesota Twins are 43-46. Disappointing Kansas City Royals are 42-48. The Guardians, even more disappointing, 40-47. And nobody thought the White Sox were going to do shit until Jerry White guys.
So it's not really disappointing if you're
I kind of figured they were going to be terrible. Yeah. In the AL West, it was interesting for a while. It was. The only thing that makes the AL West interesting is that Seattle Mariners are 47-42, which puts them in a wild card spot, possibly. But the Houston Astros, the old trash banging Houston Astros, are 54-35, man. Quietly kind of just beating the brakes off the league. And even though they lost Kyle Tucker to the Cubs, Alex Bregman to the Red Sox, they're still fucking just beating the brakes off of people. They got a plus 67 run differential, 8-2 in their last 10. They won 2 in a row. And Seattle just can't seem to just make ground at all. It is what it is. Here's my hope, and I want to talk about this a little bit later. Please remind me. The Texas Rangers are 44-45. They're 10 games back. There is a guy on that team as a starting pitcher who, if you're a baseball fan, you might know. His name is Jacob deGrom. Texas Rangers are paying him a lot of money.
Been around for a while.
And he is finally just absolutely destroying shit right now. After battling, a couple years with injuries. And I'll get to that when I get to the Cubs. But the Angels, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, 11 games back. The Oakland Athletics, a lot of people had high hopes, including me.
I think Sacramento now.
Sacramento. Now they're just the Athletics. But they did break ground on their new stadium, so maybe in 2 years they'll be the Las Vegas Athletics. But not doing welly, unfortunately, for my boy Dallas Braden, who I love to death. To the National League, the Philadelphia Phillies. This is a good race in the NL East for sure. Philadelphia Phillies, New York Mets, in it. Phillies are 6-4 in the last 10. Guess what? New York Mets are 6-4 in the last 10. Mets were up, and they just absolutely tanked for whatever reason they did, and the Phillies caught them up. So now Phillies are in first place. New York Mets are just a game behind. Everybody else really doesn't matter. Most disappointing team in that division was 100% the Atlanta Braves. In a dream world, it'll never happen. In a dream world, the Cubs trade Dansby Swanson back to the Atlanta Braves for Ronald Acuña Jr., but never going to happen. So, Acuña plays the outfield anyway, so we got crowd outfield, but it is what it is. To the Central, the Chicago Cubs, my Chicago Cubs are 53-36. 17 games above 500. They got a plus 115 run differential, best in the major leagues. They're 7-3 in their last 10. And, despite that, your Milwaukee Brewers are only 3.5 games back.
Yeah, the Brewers have been playing really well since they called that Mizorowski kid up. That guy is a beast.
Nasty. He is nasty.
Well, yeah, the Cubs keep winning too, so it's like we can't catch up.
With no starting pitching. We have no starting pitching. We got Shota. We finally got Shota back. We lost Justin Steele at the beginning of the year to Tommy John. We've got a bunch of guys just kind of filling in. We got Charlie Horton, who we called up as our best pitching prospect, and he is starting to blossom a little bit. I think by the end of the year, a lot of people will be talking about him. But other than that, we just lost another pitcher. We lost Jameson Taillon to a fucking calf injury. So it's this is where we're going to get to. The Cubs, led by Jed Hoyer, Chief Operations, need to make a run at some pitchers. And one of them that I think they need to make a run at is Mr. Jacob Jacob DeGrom. Let's see if I can pull up his thing. Jacob DeGrom. Okay. So this year, let me get more draft. There we go. All right. Jacob DeGrom, pitcher for the Texas Rangers. He's won 9 games, lost 2. He's got 2.13 ERA, 101 innings pitched already, 100 strikeouts. So a strikeout an inning. He's got 3.2 WAR. The big thing is the Texas Rangers are paying him a lot of money to not win. As far as the Rangers aren't winning, so that would be nice. That'd be somebody that if I was Jed Hoyer, I'd be looking at Jacob DeGrom, adding him to the rotation to have a 1-2 punch with Shota Imanaga. Other one is a cheaper option, which would be Sandy Alcantara from the Miami Marlins, who's been kind of after Tommy John has been terrible and then good and then kind of terrible and then great and then nobody knows what the fuck he's really worth. So that's probably the cheaper option, but the Cubs absolutely, positively have to add some depth to that pitching rotation. There's just no question about it. It's beginning to be exposed. Excuse me. The only reason we're still doing this is because we're tired and everything. So but the Brewers, I never saw this coming. I thought the Brewers were absolutely tanked this year.
I told you. See, now I don't look as crazy for saying that at the beginning of the year. I mean, I'm still probably am going to lose the bet and end up having to Amazon you out that bottle of whiskey. But I don't know. I mean, it's within 3 games right now because at the beginning of the year, I was like, oh man, maybe they really are as bad as everybody thought they were.
Yeah, but I know I've been getting nervous, dude. I've been getting nervous. Like they are playing really good ball. They really are.
Like, their pitching really is solidified since the beginning of the year, and they started hitting finally. That's the thing. The beginning of the year, they just couldn't hit nothing.
Yeah.
Like I think, Yelich was hitting below 200 for a while at the beginning of the season.
You can't have that. Yeah.
Oh, man, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, they figured things out. So it's like, this actually might be interesting now this year. So, like a month into the season, I was almost ready to just go on Amazon and order that bottle right away. Like, we're not catching up. But since the Miz, we call him the Miz in Milwaukee, came, he's really added a spark to it. He's going to win Rookie of the Year.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think anyone else. Like
and the NL, in the NL for sure, he's going to win it for sure.
It took like 3 starts for him to be the betting favorite for winning. It was like, okay, we're just bumping him to the top of the list. We want everybody making these bets now when it's paying a whole bunch of money.
Right.
If you make that bet now, you're not even really going to make anything out of that. Really. So it's kind of a foregone conclusion. But when he had his, I think it was his 3rd or his 4th start, they had him face off with Skeens for Pittsburgh.
Oh, that was a great game. Great game.
Yeah. They say he was it 16 or 19 Mazeroski's pitches were over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's like
the
guy just throws heat.
The average, I think it was something. I'm missing off, but you'll get the context. The average for him was like 98 something, and the average for Skeens was like 96.8. So he's throwing hard in Skeens the whole game.
His breaking stuff is in the high 80s.
Well, when you throw 100, it kind of fucking has to be,
Yeah. So it'll be fun while we have him here, and then you guys or New York or somebody with money is gonna.
Well, how much control do you have on him? Do you know?
That I don't know off the top of my head. But once he comes up for a contract, he's gonna get too much money to stay in Milwaukee. Yeah, we don't spend that kind of money here.
If his arm doesn't explode, yeah.
That's the other thing. If his arm doesn't explode, because the guy that throws that hard, Tommy Johns is coming sometime.
It's coming at some point. Yeah,
it's just like, how long is it going to be? Can you get a few good seasons out of him? He's going to be like, his career arc is going to be the Steven Strasburg career arc. He's
probably.
He's going to be great, and then he's going to have a arm injury and then kind of fade off into. He was a great player at one point.
He's gonna have the scar on his elbow like I do. Yeah,
we're gonna have that hard. We're gonna have fun with them while it lasts.
Oh yeah, enjoy it. Absolutely enjoy it. In the rest of NL Central, the Cardinals are kind of hanging in there, 5.5. Unfortunately, my dad and my wife's Cincinnati Reds, just haven't quite put it together. They're 7.5 games back.
Hey, we're thinking about bringing back Raleigh Fingers.
Well, he's an Athletic, so, and a Brewer. So
I think
we got to have some help on the mound, and that's the best thing we got right now.
Maybe bring back if you're hoping for hope and with the Reds, maybe bring back Ron Darling or Lou Piniella. But other than that, I think you're kind of screwed. I mean, they got a plus 32 run differential, which means they're beating the crap out of teams when they can.
Yeah,
but they're just, I don't know what it is. Like, I've got 2 pitchers on my fantasy team from the Reds, Abbott and the new kid Burns.
Yeah,
and it's funny. I got a really diehard Reds fans at work, and he's like, I don't get it. I'm like, I don't get it either. They either hit or they pitch, but they don't do both at the same time, which is not a good team. It doesn't make any sense to me. That's what the Cubs do. The Cubs, even when they're not pitching that great, even if they give up 3 or 4 runs, the offense just picks up the pitching. They just are just nasty. Now, going back to that, if they don't extend Kyle Tucker, I'm going to be very pissed because I think, in my opinion, the reason the Cubs are where they are. A lot of people say PCA, Pete Armstrong, he's an all-star. That's great, but I don't think PCA is what he is without Kyle Tucker in front of him. I don't think Seiya Suzuki is on pace for like 130 RBIs if it isn't for Kyle Tucker. You got to pay to play, baby. Sign that guy to an extension. He is legit one of the most nasty hitters. And he just makes your team better. I also like the addition of Justin Turner on the Cubs. I don't know if you know who Justin Turner is. He won a World Series, played with the Dodgers. He's a big ginger. One of the things he did the other day was to troll his teammate Seiya Suzuki after he hit a big fucking home run to help the Cubs win. He stood at the bottom of the stairs where you go into the clubhouse with a pair of fake balls attached to his uniform and waved in front of Seiya. And that I tell you that story because that's important. It's important because they're having fun. They're messing with each other. They're winning. They're enjoying each other. They're just going for it. And that if the Cubs just fucking add another fucking arm to that starting rotation, the bullpen's great. There's nowhere else you can really add on the field. Catchers are good. First base, you got Michael Busch. If you look at Michael Busch on Baseball Reference, fucking top 5 in Major League Baseball. Second base, you got Nico Horner. Shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Third base, Matt Shaw. You can upgrade there, but why? You're trying to develop that guy. Left field, you got Ian Happ, one of those consistent guys over the last 10 years. And center, you got Pete Armstrong, who's an all-star. And in right field, you got Kyle Tucker. So where are you going to add? The only place you can add is in the starting rotation. And so we'll see what Jed Hoyer does. I don't have a lot of faith, but Jed, get on your fucking horse, motherfucker. Get some shit done. NL West, Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, it was close for a while, but they have pulled the fuck away. 7-3 in the last 10 plus 81 by differential. Padres are 8 games.
Many too before. Well, you were going on your thing, but Chris did look up. We were talking about Mizorowski earlier. He's up for arbitration in 2 seasons, is what Chris had here in the chat.
So you got 2 years of control on him. So yeah. So you got that
before
including this
arbitration.
year? So you got 1 more year.
Well, Chris, yeah, he just sent me something. I'll see if that's what he sent me.
Yeah. Dodgers, though, I mean, it was close. The Padres and Giants were right in there, but man, the Dodgers just started to pull away. As they get healthier, they probably will pull more and more away. They're 8 games ahead of the Padres and the Giants. The fun thing will be is who can grab that wild card spot. Because here's the thing: Padres are 47-41. Second place team in the National League East is 52-38. The Mets. Second place team in the NL Central is 50-49. So right now, they're fighting. The Padres and the Giants are fighting for that third wild card spot, and fighting because as of right now, they're not going to get it. Let's see here. No, I'm going to baseball spot. Want to go to the All-Star game and talk about that a little bit. The final votes are in. The starters are in. So let's go through it. For the American League, Cal Raleigh. For the Mariners, is starting to catcher. First base, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for the Blue Jays. Second base, Gleyber Torres, former Yankee, now a Tiger, starting at second base. Third base, Jose Ramirez with the Guardians, of course. But he's a beast. Shortstop, Jacob Wilson of the Athletics, given the AL Rookie of the Year. Outfield will be Aaron Judge from the Yankees, Riley Green from the Tigers, and Javier Baez from the Tigers. El Mago, if people don't remember, part of that 2016 Cubs World Series run and, of course, championship. Javi was a big part of that. They call him El Mago, the Magic. He's had about fucking 6 terrible seasons, and all of a sudden this year he's like, oh shit, I got to play baseball again? And just started playing baseball again. Now he's a beast, and he's going to be an all-star again. So there you go. DH.
Wait, is the contract year coming up?
I don't know, but that's a good question. I could look that up. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, I just got to open another window. Just go to Baseball Reference. Let's see here. Javier Baez. Let's see. Instead of only 20 contract signed. He's signed through 2027. So no.
All right.
Yeah.
So maybe to got healthy again.
I don't know what it was. I don't know what he did, but he be crushing it lately.
Yeah.
DH is Ryan O'Hara from the Orioles, which is the only bright spot on the Orioles. Look for the Orioles. If you look for AL team to make a bunch of moves as far as unloading their team, definitely look at the Orioles. Don't look at the Athletics. I don't think they're going to move a lot of people. They might move. Shit. Damn it. Another arm the Cubs go for is Luis Severino from the Athletics. Not happy where he is. He's also not playing very well, but or pitching very well. But that could be another guy to come to the Cubs to bolster that starting rotation. But look for like Ryan O'Hearn maybe to get moved. Maybe look for maybe a couple other guys get moved there from the Orioles because they are just not doing well. National League starters are as follows. Catcher Will Smith from the Dodgers, big surprise there. First baseman Freddie Freeman from the Dodgers, big surprise there. Even though it should be Michael Busch, because if you look at their numbers, just saying. Second base Ketel Marte from the Diamondbacks, possibly another big explosive trade piece. Who knows? Third base Manny, I fucking hate you sometimes, Machado from the Padres. Shortstop Francisco Lindor from the Mets. Outfield, Ronald Acuna Jr. Outfield, Pete Crow Armstrong. Outfield, Kyle Tucker, both those guys from the Cubs. And the DH, of course, is Shohei Ohtani, who is going to fuck my boy. He's going to do it. Here's what's going to happen. Pete Crow Armstrong is going to hit like 45 home runs, probably 120-some RBIs. He's going to steal like fucking 40 bases, and he's going to lose to the fucking Japanese guy who's a DH and sort of pitching, who's probably the best player MLB has ever seen. Like, this is running up against a wall. You're the one of the best players ever, and there's this guy just a little bit better than you. And so I don't know. They haven't announced, as far as I know, the pitchers yet, but if I was a betting man, the starting pitcher for the American League would be Tarek Skubal. For the National League, it would 100% be Paul Skeens. So we'll see about that. Other than that, I don't know if I have anything else I want to talk. Oh, the Colorado Rockies set a record. T, you want to have an idea what the record they set was?
Oh, most guys getting struck out in a year. It's going to be something bad.
Well, they're probably working on that. 200 games. 200 games in a row without recording a shutout win.
That makes sense. And for Colorado, they're already at a disadvantage, even if they had a good team, because they play in Denver where the ball flies forever. So you're not going to shut anybody out at home. You got to get your shutouts on the road.
Pops, how many games, without looking, Pops, are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
How many games have the Colorado Rockies won this year?
14 or 15?
20. Shit.
Oh, yeah?
I was really hoping you went for more.
Yeah. They
20
had that
games.
3-game winning streak at one point. They had a 3-game winning streak at one point.
If you add up the NL West plus run differential, which is the Dodgers, the Padres, the Giants, the Diamondbacks, and the NL Central Cubs with the plus 115, you still don't get to the negative of the Colorado Rockies run differential. Anybody want to guess what it is? Guess what it is. Guess. Somebody guess. Throw a number out. Price is right. Let's go.
Negative 212.
Pops?
I wouldn't be that far, but they definitely are negative.
All right. Well, give me a number.
All right. Then I will go, well, hell, just for the sake of making a discussion, 325.
T wins because Price is Right rules. He was closest without going over. The Colorado Rockies own a negative 231.
Wow.
Oh, damn. I was pretty close, actually.
You were pretty close.
That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. They are absolutely terrible. I mean, it is bad.
Yeah, we had the meme a few weeks ago that they were demoted to church softball league.
Yes, they are. Talking about fucking some crazy shit going on. Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners, who absolutely beat the brakes off of my Cubs the other weekend. Homeboy's got a 4.8 WAR in 322 at bats. He's got 87 hits, 35 fucking home runs before the All-Star break. By the way, we still got like 5 days before the break. He's batting 270. He's got a 383 on base percentage, 646 slugging percentage for a 1.029 OPS and a 196 OPS plus adjusted. Like, what?
Are you predicting 70 home runs in the season?
If he fucking does it, he might break it. He might. And he's a fucking catcher. He's a catcher.
It's not because he's fast on the bases.
Oh, no. He's got to hit that ball a long way because he ain't going nowhere fast. But, and here's the thing. He signed with the Mariners through 2030, 6-year, $105 million year average annual value of, I think, $20 to $30 million. At 31, they got a vesting option, which I guess means it's a club option. This dude, just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. not only could he break the AL home run record set by Aaron Judge just a couple years ago, he could break the home run record, period.
Yeah.
Now
That is wild.
he catches a lot. He also DHs. What was that?
My wife must be vacuuming. I'll mute my microphone.
All right, no worries. But yeah, pretty fucking crazy. Home run derby so far. Rally and Acuna. Yeah, I want to see PCA in there. I want to see some other guys in there. I want to see Pedro, aka Pete Alonso, in there as well. I actually love the home run derby more than the All-Star game itself, but yeah, we'll see. It is what it is. Anything else I want to talk about? Not really. It kind of wrapping it up for me for baseball. Just waiting to see what happens at the All-Star game, who gets named, who does the All-Star home run derby. I think when is this scheduled? Because I want to make a bet with Pook, because we always do this. Home run derby date. Let's see here. Home run derby date. Home run derby tickets. 3 days ago. Let's see. Oh, it's gonna be. Oh God, are we gonna have to pay for fucking ESPN to watch that shit? No fucking way.
Oh man.
I think it might be on ESPN. I don't. Oh my God.
Those bastards. Everybody's got to get their set.
I gotta watch the home run derby. Like I have to watch it. Like it's July 14th. Okay.
You're gonna have to go to a bar, man.
No, I don't do bars anymore. So I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I haven't in a long time either, but
I'm gonna have to find a way to like talk to wife and like, getting a deal. Yeah.
What's with everybody screwing with networks?
It's just money.
everything. You got to pay for everything now. If it's not on ESPN, it's on Peacock. If it's not on Peacock, it's on friggin' YouTube TV or something. You got to have.
I mean, it's like NASCAR was on Fox.
Netflix is doing football games now.
Fox, and then this year they got Prime has got some. TNT has got some. I mean, you never know where the race is going to be on.
It's everything now.
I would love to live stream that. I would love to live stream watching the Derby. I kind of got my favorite already. He's a dark horse, but I don't know. I need to talk to Pook. It's July 14th, so we've got.
You get 8 days.
We got another show before we make the bet, so
yeah.
We can get Pook in there. But my dark horse pick, I don't know. Should I say it or should I just keep it to myself? I'll keep it to myself. I like him. I'll give you a hint. He's a national. What he sent me something in my DMs to help me.
Yeah, my internet's going out.
No worries. All right, Pops. I'm done with baseball.
All right. Well, I'm still trying to figure out what's going on in Chicago because that's where the NASCAR guys are today. The last I had was
my wife.
Well, the last I had was Shane Van Gisbergen was leading. So far, they had. Now this will crack you up. Normally they crash at the big tracks, right? Daytona, Talladega. Well, they had a 9-car crash up in Chicago today. Ended up having to red flag the race because they had the whole track blocked.
That's a cookie cutter 1/2 mile, right?
No, NASCAR is on the street course up in Chicago.
Oh,
so that's why Shane Van Gisbergen is. I mean, he was the original winner at Chicagoland, so he's got a pretty good shot. It'll be interesting to see. I just cannot get. Well, number one, I can get results, but I can't get up to date. Normally, you used to be able to get a lap by lap, I don't know, printout of what was happening at the race. They don't do that anymore. Plus, you probably can't print the results. I don't know why they do that, but that's something that started again this year. And F1 at the British Grand Prix, Lando Norris came through again today, beating Oscar Piastri only because of a penalty. Oscar apparently kicked in the throttle a little bit too soon under a yellow flag.
Oops.
And so he was penalized 10 minutes, and he served that penalty on his last pit stop, which let Lando Norris go around him. So the standings are still Oscar Piastri is the leader for the season. Lando Norris is in second. Now, the amazing thing is that Nico Hulkenberg finally had a podium finish with that Sauber he's running.
Nico, overseas boy.
So, Nico is now a podium winner, which is surprising.
Where's that?
Lewis Hamilton brought the Ferrari home in fourth, and Max Verstappen in his Red Bull finished fifth. So that was kind of a shakeup of what's going on there. Apparently, they played in rain at the British Grand Prix, and so that'll be an interesting show to watch because all you see is the mist in the air from the cars going by. You don't see the car. The interesting part of today's motorsports is that Scott Dixon, the old guard Iceman, I guess, Scott Dixon claimed the win over Alex Palou when he went wide on coming up a turn 9, and Scott was able to get by him, led him for, I guess, 6 or 7 laps at the very end, which was kind of neat. He said, I kept looking to see how close he was getting, but we were able to hold him off. Palou led, holy cow. Huh. Scott Dixon led the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 last laps. Alex Palou led almost everything except for Kyphon Simpson, Scott Dixon. So, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, I mean, he led everything except for maybe 10 laps in the race. So that was pretty awesome for Palou, even if he did end up finishing second. He still leads the points, which is, I don't know how you overcome this with 6 wins.
Yeah.
The next closest guy has 3 wins, and they're halfway through the season. So they don't have a real good chance of catching up. I guess that's the best way to explain it.
All right.
But, you know, there still is hope. Mid-Ohio was an interesting racetrack because it was originally made for, I guess, I wouldn't say that it was go-kart track. It really wasn't
It was for bikes, wasn't it?
Huh?
Wasn't it originally for bikes?
It might have been. I mean, you know that Barber was made for bikes.
Yeah.
But Mid-Ohio has been run for years, so they've expanded the turns, give them a little bit of a break there, which I don't like, but
Yeah, I know.
look, you keep the thing on the track, you don't have any problems.
I
Found that out
agree.
with
I agree.
Alex today. Alex drove an awesome race and just overcooked it going into turn 9. Now, the really surprise one was Joseph Newgarden. Didn't do much in qualifying and ended up on the very first lap on the very first turn, locking them up, locking rears up and just slid off. Took Graham Rahal with him. So, I mean, Newgarden has had the worst luck this year. You know, this is a 2-time champion and just can't get anything straight this year. It's going to be interesting to see what they do the balance of the season. Now think about this though. Chip Ganassi Racing has won 7 of the first 10 races.
Nice.
I mean, that's like, whoa, territory. That's amazing. And to be honest with you, Dixon and Alex just are going to be unbeatable this year. So it'll be interesting to see how those things stand up. I mean, Chip is getting up there in age. He's almost up there with AJ, but not quite.
He still scares the shit out of him.
But he is getting pretty overweight. I guess that's the best way to say it. Now,
Wow.
Alex, I mean, Chip is a big boy anyway. I mean,
Yes, he is.
they describe him as big boned, and it has nothing to do with
Big
bone.
Bone is pretty fucking hilarious.
But anyway, it'd be interesting to see how he does finally in the rankings with Roger Penske. And Penske's still looking for a commissioner and a team to take over IndyCar. They gotta resolve that
I'm
issue.
available.
Yeah, I
I'm
know. There's an
available.
awful lot of people available. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Oh, I still would love to see, and this is my thing I'm putting forward is that who knows IndyCar more than the son of the Indianapolis 500.
Ed Carpenter.
Yep,
All
I
right,
look for him to sell his team and run the organization.
there you go.
I mean, it would save him some money because I know he's putting the bill for at least one racer this year.
Yeah, sure.
But I mean, he loves the racing, and he's got his
I think-
dad to drive him nuts when he's trying to run it. So,
You gotta have. Yeah, you gotta have.
but the neat thing is he's got the balls to go against his dad when he has to. I mean,
There you go.
when he fired his
Well, I mean, you're married to his daughter. It kind of helps.
well, anyway,
she can always go, Daddy.
well, we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But it was neat to see Scott Dixon bring home a win. I mean, the
Hell
guy's
yeah.
46 years old. Normally, old age is 42 in IndyCar.
The
He's
fastest
46.
ginger ever.
He is Mr. Cool. He doesn't get excited. He just does it. That's the amazing thing.
Hey, guess what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna show Max Verstappen's pole lap at the British Grand Prix.
Oh, go for it. Get to watch a bunch of spray come up off the cars, but it's okay. We'll go for it.
Ooh,
Is that Verstappen?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Standing on it. Bye-bye. Look at that. Just standing on it. Like
Yeah.
a gangster. Oh, it's scary.
I want to see him race on street tires.
Yeah.
That's when you see him hanging out. Wow. That's kind of cool.
Man, that was nasty. Man, that was nasty.
See, it was great to see you on the show today. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. well, yeah, next week I won't be able to be here. I got to go up to
I know. You'll be out doing the family stuff.
When you got
That's
when you got a young family, that happens a bunch.
yeah. We had her on the
Yeah.
show last night on the bar.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, T was
Yep.
doing it. Did half the show in his
I
car.
did. Yeah, I did like over half the show in my car last night. Because I was like, I'm not going to be able to do the show next weekend, so it's like I got to do it this week.
According to Chris Benoit, Paul Skeens, like I said, like I called earlier, has been named the National League All-Star starting pitcher. So
Okay.
I'm sure Tarek Skubal will be named the American League starting pitcher because fucking how else could you name anybody else? Go Cubs. Jed Hoyer, get your head out of your ass. Get me some starting pitching help, you fuck.
Hey, did
and
Junior
then,
Plucky from the Dodgers make it into the All-Star?
Who?
The
Shohei?
pitcher named first baseman named what?
Shohei?
Yeah.
Or Shohei Ohtani?
Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course he's in the fucking All-Star game.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Are
sorry.
you
I
out of
didn't
your
hear his name. That's
mind?
why I asked.
Yeah, out of your mind. Of course he was in. He's probably
He
the
did
number
pitch a
one
couple
prospect.
innings, didn't he?
He did. He has pitched a couple, but they're trying to quote stretch him out. So we'll see
Yeah.
how it goes. One last fact. Chris put this up there, and I have to do it because fuck the Yankees. Anthony Volpe leads MLB runners and left on base this season. 152 is a big game, July 3rd.
Wow.
Yes, network. Yeah. Let's officially call this stat the anti-RBI. I love it. I love it.
RBI.
Wow.
Now, why
Remember,
the WNBA didn't come up with a new stat for that Angel Reese? The
Oh,
rebound.
God.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
When's their juice supposed to come out? I don't think they're gonna sell too well though. I mean, I wouldn't want to wear bricks on my feet.
No, me either, man. Me either. Good show, boys. Like I said, I hope Jed Hoyer gets his head out of his ass and gets some starting pitching help. Because if he gets Jacob DeGrom, the Cubs are going to be pretty fucking effing hard to beat. Fuck the Dodgers. They're going to be hard to beat in a short series. Other than that, remember, never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Oh, fucking A, Chris. Really? You son of a bitch.
What?
Clayton Kershaw.
Playing Kershaw, 3,000 strikeouts. I fucking forgot. God. Oh,
Yeah. You know what? We missed an obvious story last night too when you're like, oh, what else do we need to talk about? And I couldn't think of anything. And then when I was like laying in bed, I was like, we didn't talk about Diddy getting off at all.
yeah. I didn't talk about that
Well,
at all.
Technically didn't get off. I mean, I guess he did get 2 guilty charges, but he got off of the most serious stuff anyway.
I gotta
We missed that
find-
last night too.
I gotta find the damn. Where is it? Somebody sent. Oh, I know who sent it to me. Hold on. This motherfucker sent it to me. This is the 3,000 strikeout.
Yeah, Chris said he sent it to you too, and
Did he?
on the chat.
Oh,
It said
motherfucker.
sent you the K on the chat. So, well,
Oh, which chat? Oh, sports.
Yeah, that's
What's
true.
the
We got
all-time strikeout
we got
leader?
too many chats to keep up
Yes,
with.
we do. All right, here we
We
go. I think
What's
I
the
found it.
all-time strikeout leader?
Who is?
Yeah.
It's gotta be Nolan Ryan, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
But we can find out. But hold on, let's do this. Facebook. Yep, that's it. All right, here we go. Oh man, you know I wish Vin Scully was I wish Scully was calling this. Oh god.
yeah.
Oh, he was so great. But here we go. Oh, that one again.
Correct.
That's wild. He touches his windup foot.
There's his wife and 5
before he
fucking
throws the
kids.
ball.
Oh yeah, he's still got
That's what
2,714
LA
more to catch up with Nolan Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So I thought I was right? Nolan Ryan? Yeah.
Nolan Ryan,
Randy Johnson, maybe.
put in the chat.
Randy Johnson's number 2.
Yeah, 4,875.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Almost like I know baseball. Weird. Good for him, man. Good for him.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Mr. Kershaw. You can retire in honor and dignity, sir. You're a
How
beast.
old is he? You have any idea?
No idea. I can find out real.
Yeah, that's
Find out
okay.
real
I can
quick
find out
for you,
later,
though.
but,
Let's see. Baseball reference. Clayton Kershaw. He is in his age 37 season.
wow.
So 3,000 strikeouts. Thank you, Chris, by the
He's
way.
50 years old now?
37, Clayton Kershaw is. 37.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you Scott Dixon was old.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, that was great. All right. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Thank you to Chris for
Keeping
really
us honest.
keeping us honest and getting me that Clayton Kershaw thing. God, I was hunting that all week on Baseball is Dead, their podcast, and waiting for it to happen, and it did, and I almost forgot about it. So thank you, Chris. Thank you to T. Thank you to Pops. Thank you to everybody tuning in and listening. Remember, we're live on YouTube, Rumble, and Facebook. Never take
It
a
was
permanent
fun.
temporary problem. Reach out and take that first step, and yeah, can't make it to, just do what I do. Make it to morning chow, make it to lunch, make it to evening, put your kids to bed, love your wife, love your husband, and just go. It can be done. T, you're next, then Pops, then we're out of here, man.
Good seeing everybody this week. Next week, like I said, I won't be able to make it. Going to be in Grand Rapids for a Rotary Exchange conference because, Zeke leaves in less than a month now.
Sounds super exciting.
Yeah,
What kind of conference is it, T?
It's my son Zeke is going foreign exchange. He's going to school in Tokyo, Japan for the next school year. He leaves on August 1st, so less than a month until he leaves. And we got to go to a conference in Grand Rapids where all the kids that are going foreign exchange from the Central States region will be at, and then
that's
one
awesome.
parent with each of them. So it'll be exciting for him. As for me, I'll be in a college dorm room with no air conditioning and probably not a refrigerator, drinking warm beer. And I'm kind of more of a recluse for the most part at home. So it's going to be like, who are all these people? So
get
it'll be
one of
fun
those
for him.
$39 room fresheners or whatever you call them. The ones you pour water in and it cools the temperature 20 degrees. You might want. It's only $39. You can do it that way.
I got like a Packers cooler on wheels that I can bring in and get some
there
ice
you go.
and throw it in.
All right.
All right, Pops.
That's probably what I'll be using.
Hey, no, it was great to have us going again. Miss the Pook. He has a why to get under John's skin, which is neat. Anyway, there's no love lost between father and son. Anyway, another good week. You guys take care. Be with us next week, and we'll see you then.
All righty.
This place is under new management.
By order of the Peaky Blinders.
I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.